The following video was not sponsored by DMM. However, it would be nice to have that sponsorship. So if you would hit that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jose here with Captain Hook Tree Climbing. Thank you so much for visiting the channel once again. And I just want to give you guys a few tips and tricks on some of the things I've learned with the Captain Hook, its uses, the way you use it, and just have a little fun with it, with work positioning, and kind of just give a little spiel on that. So stay tuned for it, and thanks again for watching. So usually a limb walk, like for instance in competition climbing, would be something like this. Basically, they have a long limb to walk across, and then you're at the tip. I'm gonna ask a rhetorical question. What were to happen if you lost your footing and then just went for a swing? And you go for a swing, you don't know what's going on, and boom, you went for a swing, and now what? You just lost all your progress, all that work that it took you to get out there to that branch. Your progress is gone. Now you have to go back out there. So what do? I mean, this was best case scenario. So the best case scenario being that I didn't get hurt, I didn't break my back, I didn't die, I'm okay, I didn't get hurt. But we can't say that that will always be the case. And how do we ensure that? Well, here goes the Captain Hook, and I'm gonna show you guys why I swear by it. It really can save your life. It can save you a lot of work, and it's not that hard to implement in a situation like this. Well, damn it, I need a lanyard. Jeez, man, how could I forget my lanyard? Forgot my lanyard, guys. Aha, I knew I was missing something. All right, everyone, so put your lanyard on. All right, guys, so what I have here is just about a 20 to 30 foot piece of kern mantle rope, low stretch, in my opinion ideal for this type of pool here. It just makes 1 foot that you take exactly 1 foot, you know. Anyway, you want to take your hook and then just launch the hook. So there we have something that we can work with right there. Okay, all right, so it's not gonna grab there. So what we can do now, one of the greatest things about the hook is you can get it to turn in whatever direction you want it to go, right? And as it turns, you kind of let it, some of the twist out of the rope, and you hook. So that right there, nice little test there, and we'll give it an additional test. This setup here is great. Let's say I had to do some work here in the middle of the tree, or let's say I had to go out to that branch there, or to that tree there, and I needed to do something there. Let's say there was just a bunch of branches there, they were all dead, I need to prune them. You can use this hook, throw it out there on that branch. You could even leave it there, and it'll prevent you from, you know, smacking that tree if you were to slip, when you were to take your lanyard off. During those moments, you want to make sure that you're secure, and this right here, this Captain Hook does that for you, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Right, so right now we're just sending slack now. nice and easy. Okay, there it is. And here I'm a little loose there. Just try to get some more weight into my line here. And if I had to work right here, I would be ready to work. I can do whatever I needed to do, anything, whatever it was. I could even reach back here, and as I was saying before, probably play with that a little bit, adjust this guy a bit, right, and then adjust this one a little more, right, and we could even work underneath here if we needed to. It just really makes your climb easier. It makes everything easier, geez. Especially when, say, let's say your tying point was, you know, you were very close to it, and so if you're working very near your tying point, you're trying to go on a limb walk, your rope is going to start going to 180 degrees like that, right? You need to prevent that pendulum swing. Let's say you couldn't get a higher tying point than where you were at already. A lot of silver maples they do that because they kind of grow out like this, right? And sometimes they don't have a real central tying point, so you end up getting some crazy angles on your lifeline. And that's just a great example of why this kind of a tool would help you. It doesn't even have to be that. It can be like in situations like this, just when you're trying to prune. So we're here. That's as good as it's gonna get. And also, guys, another tip for work positioning is that you gotta have the endurance, the physical ability to do it. It's largely dependent on that, especially without spikes. If I had spikes right now, I just spike in, right, and then I can just work very comfortably. And even here I'm comfortable, but it still takes strength to keep your feet from falling, slipping. But either way, since I've been able to triangulate myself, I have 3 points of contact here, and I'm able to just keep myself in this position. I don't need to have all that extra strength to keep me in a position, you know what I mean? So this is ideal. This is what you want, really. If you can do this, just sit in your saddle, it's perfect. You can't go wrong. Anyway, we're gonna try to get ourselves back up there to that limb, and we can do it with our system here. These tools, yeah, the Captain Hook. One of the drawbacks to having the Captain Hook is that, you know, you just get very crowded. You know, you get crowded very quickly. So that is one of the drawbacks. You get crowded in your whole cockpit here, right? So here it is, guys. So that was I just spelled out about 3 scenarios there for you. I'm just trying to keep the point going that this Captain Hook is going to help you out in most, if not all, cases. We all want to come back to our children, our wives, our girlfriends, boyfriends. You know, we really want to be able to continue living a good, healthy life. And honestly, I think that this hook has done that for me, because like most people, I'm new to SRT climbing. I've only been climbing SRT for about 2.5 years now, and yeah, it's a journey. The Captain Hook helped me through it, and it helped me stay safe through it all. So let's say this is a dead branch and I need to cut it. I can have this there, and this right here will help you from falling back, you know, your lanyard from sliding down this limb here. It's really beneficial to have the Captain Hook in this situation. You didn't feel comfortable with it there, you could just as easily twist the rope there, and bam. So you guys can see this here. This thing is like giving me a wall to kind of just do my work here, and it's just, wow, it really helps out. It helps out that much. I would just advise anyone who does get the Captain Hook, get yourself a nice short piece of ANSI split tail, and with a little pulley. This is an oscillante pulley. It's not rated for very much weight, but it is a rated pulley from Petzl. It's very light. It keeps this whole system light. The 10mm kern mantle also keeps it very light, and then this is also going to help you keep it light. But this is a bit long. This is like a 30-inch split tail, and I wish I just had a much shorter piece of rope here, because it just helps with the whole sit back. So once I take out this much slack, I still have, you know, I sit back into it that much. So to take out the hook, obviously if you were to just pull it back up, it's gonna hook again. So what you need to do is give it a few twists. Make sure that you don't twist it too much, because it'll continue, you know, twirling. The hook will continue twirling as you pull. So you want it to twist so that the spine is to the crotch, and out you go. All right, so that was a little work position for you guys, and now I'm just gonna return on the Captain Hook. We're gonna assume that it's not safe for me to walk back on the limb or just go for the swing, because the tying point is very close, and our climbing line has a very steep angle on it. It has, you know, if we were to go for a swing on that, we could probably hurt ourselves. You know, I could just kind of milk it and give it a bunch of slack and go down like a rock climber, rappel real quick, but you know, that might damage my rope. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I tried to show you guys how much safer the hook made that walk back and everything. You know, I'm pretty sure we can agree that it's definitely an extra baggage, extra weight and all that, but one thing that is irrefutable about the hook is that it provides you another option. It gives you that extra safety factor. It provides it when you need it, and it's there when you need it. So provided that you do have it on you. So just as long as you have the hook on you, you will always have the extra measure of safety and just be you know, ahead of the game. So anyway guys, tell me what you think, leave some comments, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and come back for another video. Watch my video on the Shimargu tether, and also on that base tie. It's up there right now, and it's an actual real lowerable base tie. So give that a shot. It's worth watching, and I hope it inspires you to be safer and just have a better plan before you go. Until next time, guys. Peace out.